Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I can, Mark. I know you're there. Say hello. Say hello.
You weren't allowed to do that in my son's old primary school.
Really?
Oh, don't even go there.
Well,
They got told.
I can remember the first picture that I ever saw banned was from a Punch magazine, and they had a gun pointed at a dog's head, right? And the dog was looking at it like this, going like that. And he said, "If you don't buy this magazine, we'll shoot this dog."
Well, that wouldn't be allowed in today's current climate, would it? Absolute wussies. The dog. We're not really going to shoot it.
I know, but it was
but
the actual irony of the humor fell flat on a lot of people. They're saying, "Oh my God, they're going to shoot that dog if we don't buy the magazine." Right? Well, in actual fact, sales of the magazine went up on that day because they were so gullible. But anyway, no. Okay, let's get another background in here. Like that. Oh yes, there you go. Right. Okay, we're going to be talking about that Palestinian protest in London. I mean, what is it? You know, do people not support the country they live in?
Nope.
I can't.
They could have better things to do on a, what was it? Was it a Monday?
Well,
on a Monday afternoon, wouldn't you?
I know. I want to work out, you know, why? Why don't they go live in the country that they support as against supporting the country that they live in? Let's be honest.
There's not much left, is there? How come there's no Iran action protest? I mean, they've just been obliterated, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
That they're not bothered about that, no.
No.
That's all fine with them, is it? Okay.
Is it
Do they they must like the Sunnis more than the Shias.
Is it sunny today? Or is it Shia?
It's Shiite today, yeah, isn't it? Shucking it down.
Just a bit. Look, I'm just readjusting your photograph to get you centered up, sir, because you are the stats man.
Very kind.
You are the stats man.
Still.
Now, let's just a little bit. I mean, look at this. Are you ready?
Ceasefire now. Oh,
why?
Stopped already.
Why are they saying that you're going to have a ceasefire? It was in all the press this morning. If you looked at all the legacy press, it was ceasefire announced, and then nothing.
I don't think Trump's plan's going to plan, is it? I think he had the idea of, I'll come in at the end, drop some bombs, we'll say, right, that's it, it's all over. I've saved the day. I don't think Iran and Israel are playing ball, mate, and still pounding each other. So,
well, as far as I'm concerned, eradicate them, get rid of them, do it.
Well, I did say last night, is it the right call? Was it the wrong call? Well, only time will tell. I hope this doesn't turn into another mess like the rest of them, but
I'm quite happy. I want to see them eradicate all of them. I mean, just get rid of them. End of story. Get rid.
It's not going to be that easy, is it?
Why not? I mean, none of the rest of them want him. Tell you. None of the rest of them want him. They don't want the Ayatollah, whatever they call him.
I know, but you've got to put boots on the ground, and even when we've done that in the past, it hasn't worked. So it's down to the Iranian people to come and rise up, but it doesn't look like they're either capable or want to do it yet. But
yeah, no, I get it. Well, anyway,
if Trump does his ceasefire thing and leaves the Iranian regime in there, then it's not looking good, is it?
That's what I don't understand. They need to remove that regime. The Palestinian, the Persians need to rise up. The Persians in Iran, they need to rise up, and they need to rise up right now. End of story. Yeah.
It's difficult though, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I hope that the presence of the king of Iran, well, yeah, the former king, the son of the former king, the former Shah of Iran, I hope he actually does persuade his people to get on with the job and get it sorted out. But anyway, Right, okay, so we're going to be talking today about this. Ceasefire now. Free Palestine. I mean, if these people are so concerned, why don't they just sod off to Palestine?
Don't you think, hang on, how many months now have we been screaming the same thing?
Yeah.
And we haven't got it. Wouldn't you just give up by now? It's not happening, is it?
I want to know, when people are looking at this, I want to know where the hell these people are getting all these signs and placards and flags and T-shirts. I want to know where they're getting them all. Who's funding it all?
It's funny, isn't it? All these left-wing protests, they always seem to have everything there all ready to hand.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
all been supplied for them.
There we go. We are all pal action.
Oh, we shite. Oh, we Shiite.
Are we Shiite? That's what you got to say.
I mean, look at that. I mean, it doesn't look great, that, does it, for the meme? I know it's meant to be, whatever they did. Oh, was it electric scooter? Oh, I thought they were on a bike.
No, they were on electric scooters, and they remanufactured or remanipulated fire extinguishers to fire all this shit. Hey, we've got some footage of it. Check this out. Ready?
It just looked like a jihadi with blood dripping from an engine. I mean, I know that's not what it is, but they're not doing themselves any favors.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Check this out, okay? Right. Watch your ears, people. It could be loud.
It's not that lamb, chicken, banana thing.
No. This is,
Okay.
Here's the attack. You ready? Because they filmed themselves. They're absolute idiots.
Of course
these
they
people.
do, yeah.
Here we go. Yes, it was us. We did it. We did it. Yes, arrest us. Here we go.
This was the moment Palestine Action caused a major security breach at the military base Brize Norton. In protest at what they called the UK's collusion with Israel's alleged war crimes in Gaza. This was in a series of militant direct actions from Glasgow to Newcastle. Today the government said these acts go beyond legitimate protest as they announced plans to ban the group under terror legislation.
Oh, really? Now, Mark, please tell me, how come they're able to do that so quickly, and yet other acts of vandalism are not even treated with any form of contempt? They just, oh, well, these people have got a point. What point have they got?
I think when you're continually attacking military infrastructure, you've got a problem, John, haven't you? Let's face it. A little bit traitorous. It doesn't matter what your goals are, what your aims are. You're stepping over the line a bit there. And as we'll look at in a minute, I don't think these people really understand the law in this country. And the law the left-wing government put in. So, reap what you sow again. Divvies, isn't it?
Divvies. Okay. Do you remember what a divvy is?
It's this lot.
Somebody.
Honestly, you look it up in a dictionary, it just says pallywankers in brackets.
Divvy actually is a bastardization of the word diva, right? Which is Chester.
Don't even go there. We're going to upset some people here, aren't we?
I don't care.
Anyway,
but
moving on.
The Romans used to think that they were mentally challenged. So that's where the divvy stuff comes from. And all the Chester people, right, will be saying, oh, you can't talk like that. Yes, we can, because it's history, kiddo.
I'm doing me Starman impression, John. I'm sitting on the fence on that one.
Well, I
know people from Chester, you see.
Let's a little bit more of this and see what this guy is saying. Here we go.
The Home Secretary said Palestine Action have become more aggressive and that her decision was reached following a robust evidence-based process by a wide range of experts that included this man.
Would you have considered the suffragettes or the anti-apartheid movement to also be terrorists and therefore be proscribed groups, considering there is a long history?
Apples and oranges again, isn't he?
Apples and oranges.
What are you talking about, mate?
Somebody's got to tell this guy with the lisp, okay, that there is a difference between, attacking
South Africa and England.
Yeah, and chaining yourself to railings and attacking military aircraft that we're going to need, okay? And
one was in a totally different country.
Yeah.
So there would have been, so stop it.
Yeah.
Please. Look, he can't help himself. He's got to bring the whole race thing into this.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with it, but he's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt.
He's got to push the message.
Well, it doesn't work anymore, not with us. I mean, because, Jesus, I grew up with blacks, Chinese, Mexicans. I grew up with them. I never had any issues of race or whatsoever. So why do they have to bring color into it?
It's got nothing to do with it. And their arguments as well, John, are dog water, because none of them have actually looked at the reasons why these people are about to be proscribed.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
just go with their lived experiences and what's happened before, which, okay, there's been, I think someone's going to explain in a minute, there's been some of this happening in the past and they've not been classed as terrorists, but I think you'll find out in a minute why they're going to do that.
Okay. I would say let's just have a look at some of the arguments against prescribing this group. Let's have a look, because I do believe you're right. She made some good points, but are they practical?
It doesn't matter what we think and what she thinks. It's what the law says.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, we'll bring that up. I'll play a script. No, I'll play the vid of her speaking. Okay, and she's very articulate. She does a good job, but doesn't quite work.
I think we really need to take a step back from the concept of whether we agree or not with their aims and ask ourselves, is this terrorism? Is the intention of this to sow terror? Absolutely not. Absolutely
not.
It
means,
and this is not even the thin end anymore of that wedge. I think
that's her first point that she got wrong. I'll say straight off.
She definitely did, yeah.
Definitely got that wrong. Okay, I agree with you, Mark. Okay.
Well, when you're dealing with the law, you've got to look at what the legal definitions are. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, we'll get those. Well, I'll bring those up straight afterwards. Here we go.
it is a serious threat to our civil liberties.
How is it a civil liberty threat? I mean, they're the ones that went in to damage publicly owned aircraft that defend this country.
One point I want to make before we move on is, how were they even allowed to get in there and do what they did and then get away with it? I have this funny feeling that they were allowed to do this for some reason. Either so they can just ban them quickly.
Conspiracy theorist.
Be some publicity, but it's gone horribly wrong for them. It's not a conspiracy theorist, because I'm not being funny. How were they allowed to just walk onto an RAF base?
Well, they didn't. They went on one of the little scooters, didn't they?
Ride in the air and then ride off again. Just, is it that easy? Because if it's that easy, what can jihadis, terrorists, what actual proper terrorists could do?
Yeah,
just blow the whole base up within half an hour, yeah. Oh, geez, no one's thinking about that, are they? I think maybe the military needs to be held accountable for being weak, defending their bases, to be honest.
I love these do-gooders. Here we go.
I think it is quite clear, and if you would just indulge me for a second, I did make a very short list of a couple of other instances where this same type of action of...
Short list. Let's see if it is a short list.
She made a list, but she just needs to look at the law book one.
Attempting to disarm RAF jets has been taken in the past. In 1996, 4 women vandalised an RAF jet, preventing its travel to Indonesia for complicity in the East Timor genocide. They were found...
Okay, so there was a decision made by the government.
By a lefty judge. When was that? 19 what?
What
did she say? 1996, I think.
Yeah.
So I think you'll find the law changed 5 years later, love. But anyway, crack on.
For complicity in the East Timor genocide, they were found not guilty. In 2003, activists sabotaged fuel tankers to disrupt US warplanes reaching Iraq. It was Keir Starmer, who was the lawyer who defended them on the basis...
Oh,
Mr.
what?
Flip-flop. Dying to mention that, yeah.
Get that one in, right? So Yvette Cooper is prescribing them, but it was Keir Starmer that protected them in 2003. Oh, yeah, okay. Right. Okay. Moving on. Nothing to see here.
2 years before that, I think the law was changed by a left-wing government.
Really? Oh, sir. Here we go.
Just that they were acting for the greater good to prevent war crimes from taking place. And in 2017, 2 activists attempted to disarm Typhoon jets to prevent them reaching Saudi Arabia and to take part in war crimes in Yemen. And they were again found...
war crimes in
sure-
Yemen. And Yemen are the ones that are looking to help them to actually block the Straits of Hormuz right now.
I'm sure there was dictators of the past that thought they were working for the greater good, didn't they? Like Hitler, Mussolini, and all them, and Mao and people like that. I bet they were all thought they were working for the greater
They
good.
were. You know, as far as they were concerned, we're doing good.
In reality, probably not. Anyway, good argument. Well done.
Not guilty.
Are you saying it's a good argument? Oh, come on, whose
Being a
side
bit-
are
being
you
a
on?
bit- Being a bit sarcastic. Some of the previous cases that didn't end up in terrorism, she's got a point with, apart from the one before the law changed. But you can't just say, oh, well, it happened before a different way. So.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
On the basis that they were attempting to prevent war crimes, which is the true intention, actually, of this group. It is not their intention to intimidate or to damage national security. It is.
Oh. So have they got to repair those planes? They didn't intend to damage them. So why did they spray paint into a very, very complicated system of fans within an engine, which actually has to be broken apart now, and they have to be cleaned properly?
Well, they were trying to influence the government, weren't they? By vandalising things, which we're going to come on to in a second.
Their intention to prevent war crimes from taking place, which are taking place. And while we can agree.
Wait a minute. What war crimes are we talking about? Are we talking about the war crime that are, that Hamas committed against?
No.
We're not talking about that.
No. What about the war? What about the Christians in Syria being massacred? That genocide.
Yeah.
She's
What
not about that either? Is she?
What about the Manchester Arena attack by that little piece of? Okay. All these things. I mean, they're not taking those into consideration.
Well, she needs to take into consideration the law doesn't really care. Well, why you did it? You've done it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That they took the matters into their own hands. They knew they were committing criminal damage. They knew they were committing vandalism, and they should be charged under those terms. The idea that they are terrorists and that I, now for expressing my support for them, could face serious terrorist charges up to 4.
Correct.
Yeah, correct. Okay, and there is a reason for that. And, let's just...
These people's stupidity just holds no bounds, John.
Yep.
And this is going to be their downfall.
Well,
she's just been so emotive throughout that, but not once has she thought, I'll just look at the law.
Yep.
Whether you like this law or not,
yep.
Whether it's being overused
or underused.
Yeah.
Well, here's what was happening in London at the time that, she's talking about these things. You ready?
Before he is. Oh, the police look like they've lost a rag with this lot, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Angry. Where's your buttons anyway?
All right, and here we have to have Beta Ginga reporting. I'm sorry, but you're not a Beta Ginga. You're an Alpha Ginga.
What's happened to... Oh, can we move on?
You are a Ginga.
Can we... Why? Where's he from? Declassified UK.
Well, obviously he's from that great reporting company called Road.
And they're trying to move the crowd in.
Hey, we've got a microphone like that, haven't we?
Square.
Yeah, we have.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, I know.
What a way to spend your Sunday
Trafalgar
afternoon,
Square, where an emergency protest is being held against Keir Starmer's plans to ban the protest group Palestine Action after 2 members did this.
Yeah. Do you know what? They're lucky they didn't get shot on sight, to be honest with you, John.
Sprayed paint on the engines of aircraft used for refuelling. Keir Starmer
if
initially
this in
said
America,
this was an act
it'd
of
be
vandalism,
Yeah.
but very quickly after pressure from the right-wing media and pro-Israel lobby groups, moved to reclass it as terrorism. This
Right. Now, do you like that? The right-wing groups and the pro-Israel. I mean, that immediately sets him up as, not independent. He is not, he's actually putting forward an opinion, okay, and saying, the decision that they've taken to proscribe these people is wrong because it was right-wing pressure and pro-Israel groups that actually enforce the decision.
Funny.
No.
Yeah, you might want to look at what wing government put the law in 2001. Who was the government in 2001, John?
Oh, gosh. Was it anything to do with Tony?
Our lovely Fabian friend, yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
See, don't we always say, oh, look what's come back to haunt you when stuff like this happens?
Yeah.
Oh, the irony again. Anyway, continue.
I mean, look at the flags that are being flown. It's a Palestine flag. Tell all these people to get off their ass, get on a plane, and go live over there. If you don't support the country you live in, go live in the country you support. That's the new saying. That's what it's going to be. Get the hell out of here. Who's going to fund you, right? And take all the LGBTQ plus people that are going to be supporting Palestine, because I think a lot of them ain't going to last too long over there. What do you think, Mark?
Take them all to Iran. They love them over there.
Oh, yeah.
They were looking into this, and I don't know whether this has been confirmed, but they've been looking into the finances of this group.
Brilliant.
And there's rumblings coming out that maybe they are funded by the likes of Iran and stuff. So.
I don't think that any of these, these Islamic extremist groups, that's what I call them. I think they're Islamic extremists. And we've got our own people supporting them. What kind of useful idiots do they think they are? Why don't they get out and complain about the pensioners not getting their winter fuel allowance? Why don't they go out and start complaining about food prices that are going on in this country? Why is it that they're actually going there, spending their own money, traveling in, they're getting all this paraphernalia to come and promote Palestine and all the rest of them? Nobody's interested. The rest of the Middle East don't care. They're not supporting their brethren. They don't want them. You saw what happened in Egypt when they went to go do that march. I mean, bear me out, Mark. Am I telling lies? No, you know it.
I wish we could do that when people rocked up to our border. But yeah, this will make you laugh. Amnesty International. We're deeply concerned at the use of counter-terrorism powers to target protest groups. Really? Where were they last summer, John?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where were they when we were all contacting them about Julian Assange, Tommy Robinson, people like that?
Yeah.
Who've been banged up on solitary way over the correct length of time.
Lucy Connolly.
Where are they? Where are they on all this? What about Peter Lynch? He died. Where are they? They're nowhere to be seen when it's the right wing.
No, absolutely not.
When it's their favourite little Muslim group, so they can't get enough.
Well, let's have a look at the definition of terrorism act, Mark, and you take the lead on this one. Here you go.
This is what it all rests on, doesn't it? So here's your law from Tony Blair. So you can thank him, not the right wing and the Jews. As per Section 1, the definition of terrorism, the Terrorism Act, 2000, not 2001, involves actions or threats designed to influence the government or intimidate the public. So maybe they weren't trying to intimidate the public, but they were definitely trying to influence the government.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
With the purpose of advancing a political, religious, racial, or ideological cause. Well, that could be political and religious, couldn't it, really? But it's definitely ideological. And these actions include, and we'll go straight to the one, serious damage to property.
Yep, that's it.
Unlucky.
End of story.
Whether you agree with this or not, because that is quite vague, it does open up a lot of, what if you just damaged a shop?
Yeah.
Is that really, but how's that going to influence a government? You're attacking military infrastructure with the purpose of advancing a political, ideological cause. By
a state that actually supported a terrorist organization, Hamas.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no question in my mind.
If you damage the military plane, could that seriously damage or could that endanger a person's life?
Of course it could, because you're damaging the interests. You're damaging the interests of something that can protect lives in this country.
It's creating a serious risk to public health or safety. So if we want to defend ourselves, not that they're any good at that anyway, but can't even defend the border. But if we needed to use that plane to defend ourselves,
yeah.
And seriously interfering with or disrupting an electronic system.
Well, they are
on that one, but I'm sure there's electronics in the plane.
We can make the connection.
Look, Yvette Cooper's got them here, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. She's got them, and there's nothing that
And
they
not
can come
once
back
have
on.
any of these people actually argued the facts. They've just
No.
gone with, well, this hasn't happened in the past, and they don't mean to be terrorists.
Okay.
No, that it doesn't work like that, love. I'm so sorry.
Well, here are the legal
I
effects.
think she might think she means well, but
Yeah, no, I agree. Here are the legal effects of those definitions.
oops, she was right, wasn't she? So all them people yesterday who were supporting the organisation, are they now going to be arrested next time?
Yep.
If you wear their T-shirts and fly them flags. See you later. Oh dear. Penalties include up to 7 years in prison. They won't, but or unlimited fine. Well, the fine bit won't be a problem because the likes of Soros and whoever's funding all this will pay for that. But
Well, it'd be
7
interesting.
years.
Be interesting to see exactly what happens because, in this situation, the way that we are now, we're having basically freedom of speech curtailed for Islamist groups who basically create trouble all over the world. All over the world. And I'm hoping, that Israel are going to do the job and finish what they've started. Just get rid of them because the monies are actually causing so many problems. That's where they're getting all their money from. I mean, if they say they're not getting it, they're getting it through different means. And it is all coming from the same source. Okay? And I know that Qatar, Saudi, and all the rest of them, they don't want to be involved with any of them. They don't. I mean, it's so interesting to see, exactly what's going on over there. And I
They've
noticed
got their own terrorists, haven't they? They've
Yeah.
got their own
they're not
Sunni terrorists to
Yeah.
fund. So
they're not interested, in what's going on. And Egypt and Turkey, they're not going to be supporting them. They're not even taking them in. So that's it. End game. Let Israel do what they're doing. And I don't know why these useful idiots are doing what they're doing in this country. I have absolutely no idea. Are they all getting like sort of, a few quid out of it? Is there something going on?
mate, it's just another trend, isn't it? It's like look at all the other things going on in the world, and they don't care about any of them. It's just this; they're obsessed with it. It's just another religion, isn't it? Like the climate and the jibby jabby, and there's always something. Everything, BLM and George Floyd. There's always something, isn't there? As soon as the sun comes out, they all go, "Oh, let's get out and scream at the sky about pointless stuff we can't affect." He's like, no, if it's really working, isn't it? Keep spraying your planes. That's not going to change it either. It's just going to put you in jail for, 7 years? Unlucky. Get in your cell next to Lucy Connolly and experience what she's experiencing. That's what I say.
One of the ladies...
Look it up, buttercups.
Yeah, one of the ladies
Check the law first.
at the supermarket this morning turned around to me and said, don't you think that this weather is acting really strange? And I said, are you referring to climate change? And she went, yes. She said, I think it's terrible. I said, I can't wait for it. And she said, why? I said, because it's going to be snowing this afternoon.
Yeah, it's definitely changed, hasn't it? Oh, it's chucking it down. I was like, what the? Be sunny in half an hour.
Sunny.
And raining. It'll be sunny.
Is it going to be sunny or is it going to be Shia?
No, I was going to say it's going to be sunny in a bit and then it'll be Shiite later.
Well,
I think we can end on that, can't we?
Indeed. On that note, sunny now, Shiite later. Oh, my
Sums up our
word.
weather, doesn't it?
Brilliant. Brilliant stats, man. Brilliant. I got to call it there. All right, there you go. Let's have an end screen there. Sunny. Now
We need a more manly noise there, don't we? That was like a fairy spreading dust. When we have something that goes whoosh,
No.
fighter jet.
Fighter jet or an explosion.
We have a Moab.